To improve the eventual result of the Boolean operation on the walls, we've cut through the Editable Poly object using the Quick Slice tool to produce more detail as needed around those cuts. There's another area that we want to look at, which is the corners here. If we get in close with Control Alt and middle mouse, this top polygon here at each corner is concave. So a convex polygon would be one that didn't have a big dent in it like this one does. Convex polygons are best for a Boolean operation. So we can help this by just cutting a new edge right here at the corner, which will convert this single concave polygon into two convex polygons. That's done with the Editable Poly Cut tool. Select the object, and in its Modify panel, in the Edit Geometry rollout, you'll see Cut. And you can activate that tool. It's got its own snapping built in. It's going to automatically snap to points and edges on the model. I don't actually want to snap to the grid using the Cut tool. I'll just make sure that snaps are turned off. Click on one of those corner points or vertices, and then don't hold the mouse down, but just move the mouse, and you can get a preview of what's going to happen when you click the next time. Go over to the other corner vertex and click, and now that edge has been created. And if we're done creating that series of edges, then we can right-click. But that just exits out of creating that one particular series of edges. The Cut tool is still active. I'll navigate around with the middle mouse button, maybe get in closer with Control Alt middle mouse. And we want to make sure that we get the right cursor, that we're snapping to a vertex and not an edge. If you see a cursor that looks like a little crossbar, that means you're snapping to an edge. If you get a cursor that looks like a crosshair, then that is a vertex snap. Click once and then click twice, and then right-click. So just continue that process on all of the corners, and you'll need to do both the top and bottom. I've cut new edges on all of the corners on the top of the walls, but I need to do the bottom as well. So orbit around with Alt and middle mouse, and again, cut through all of those concave polygons on the bottom. Once you've cut through all of those corners, check your work and just make sure that you've got convex polygons everywhere and no concave polygons. And when you're satisfied, you can disable the Cut tool. That's how to use the Cut tool to cut new edges on an Editable Poly.